the game with e4. Black's most classical continuation is to respond in kind with e5. The central struggle continues after knight f3, developing the knight and adding pressure against Black's e5 pawn, so Black actively develops while defending the center with knight c6. Bishop b5, known as the Ruy Lopez, is one of White's most established and classical responses debated at Grandmaster level for centuries. In this video, we are going to focus on another opening with a rich history and sound strategic basis, developing the light-squared bishop to the active a2 to g8 diagonal with bishop c4. The bishop enjoys an active diagonal, pointing at Black's weakest point on the chessboard, the f7 square. If Black plays the natural knight f6, known as the two knights defense, this provokes incredible complications after knight g5, piling up pressure against the weak f7 pawn, the subject of another video. To discourage knight g5, Black occasionally wastes time with the dubious h6, or develops the light-squared bishop to the somewhat passive e7 square. Both of these moves are well met by striking in the center with d4, developing a strong initiative for White. We're going to focus on Black's straightforward, solid response bishop c5, actively developing the dark-squared bishop and fighting for control over the d4 square. Notice that knight g5 is not possible, as this would simply hang a piece to queen takes g5. If White decides to play d3, supporting the center and opening up the dark-squared bishop, this can be met by the natural developing move knight f6. There is clearly nothing wrong with White's solid d3 move, but White is mistaken if it is followed up by knight g5, intensifying the pressure against f7. When you first see this line as Black, it can feel pretty intimidating, but Black has nothing to fear after castling the king. The point is that if White continues with the premature attack knight takes f7, after rook takes f7, bishop takes f7 check, and king takes f7, Black's king may feel a little exposed. But where are White's attacking pieces? White has wasted time to exchange two minor pieces for Black's rook and pawn. Although this exchange may be considered approximately equal from a materialistic perspective, the quality of Black's pieces promise a more comfortable game. Black already has 3 active minor pieces developed, enjoying a significant advantage in time. During the early phases of the game, the knights and bishops are easier to handle, as it takes some time for the rooks to find open lines for development. One basic plan for Black is to complete development with d6, supporting the center, and allowing the light-squared bishop to enter the game quickly with bishop